So you guys, I wanted to go live for just an hour this morning, just to kind of do a little test run. I had a meeting with my moderators, like 2 days ago, and we were just trying to, better the channel and the flow of the live stream. So, what we're gonna do from going forward is, if you're wanting a free reading, like a general reading, then we're just going to do past, present, and future so we can roll through the list. And then for those who donate, I'll go a little deeper and I'll do a 10 card spread so we can get an overall energy of your whole situation. Hey, Hallie, how are you? Happy New Year's to everybody. Hey, M. Yep, you sure did. You sure did. Hey, everybody. Hey, Maria. Yep, you made it. So we made a few changes, and so we're doing. Hey, Jalissa, we're doing five freebies on the list. We'll start with five, and then I'll see if I have energy to do another five more, and see how that goes. Okay. Yeah. Happy New Year's, everybody. If you're joining the live, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up, you guys, and subscribe if you're new. Thank you, Ian. We appreciate it. Y'all, I'm actually working on setting up merch to connect to my YouTube channel, so watch out for that. I want to try to have either cell phone cases or coffee cups or something like that, or t-shirts. Yeah. Maria, you just figured it out. Yeah. Happy New Year's to everybody. I hope y'all all made a list of stuff that you want to accomplish this year, and make sure you have like either a vision board or some type of notebook that has your goals in it so that you can set your goals moving forward and you can actually see your goals in progress, because I know I'm a visual person, so if I can see it, then it helps me to be able to, okay, make these plans, like building my credit score, or so I'm paying so much to get my credit card debt down so my score can go up, or I'm paying off certain bills, or taking care of this responsibility, or whatever I'm going to do. Yeah. I know a lot of people have been talking, especially on Instagram, they've been talking about vision boards, to help manifest and also to help you achieve whatever goals you set for the new year. So I've never made one, but if any of y'all know anything about vision boards, please let me know, because I'm very interested in making one. I just have a notebook because I'm a writer, and so I'll just note stuff down. Yeah. Okay, so who we got? So I think M was just coming in to say hey, Queen. I think it's gonna be Jalissa, Maria, Hallie, and Daisy. Yeah. Going into the new year, it's always great to set some type of goal moving forward. Hey, Happily. Yeah, thank you for reminding everybody. Happy New Year, love. Hey, you know what? You can do it. If that's what you want to do and you want to relocate, write out your plan of action. I know that helps me if I write out a plan of action. Like if you're wanting to move, what's the first step? First, you need to price and find out how much it costs to move stuff. Like if you have to rent a U-Haul or, get movers or something like that, you want to price it and then start saving, putting that money aside so that way you have it, and then also start looking at places like apartments or houses wherever you're wanting to move in the other location. That way you know where you're going. Like it's always better to be prepared than to just jump. Yeah. Oh, you're welcome, Sherry. Yeah. It's always better to plan ahead so you kind of know what you're getting into before you like make that jump, you know? Also, I wanted to remind everybody, please be safe. Whatever you do for a living, work, we are living in very dangerous times. People cannot be trusted. Random people that you think you know. Be careful because you never know when somebody is trying to take advantage of you, could sneak up behind you. Somebody could be watching you. You have no idea. They're following your patterns. So just be careful, be aware, be alert, be conscious about what's going on in your surroundings and in your environment. Um, I was I was telling Em the other day, like I have a habit of whenever I leave my office, either I'll call my man and let him know that I'm leaving work, or I'll call my sister and let her know that I'm leaving work because I need somebody to know that I'm okay, that I made it home, that I left work, so somebody knows what's going on. Yeah, somebody needs to always know what's going on because from point A to point B, anything can happen. You can be walking out of a building going straight to your car and not be paying attention to what's going on around you, and somebody could be crouched down just waiting to lunge at you. You have no idea, and there's nobody else around you but you and them in that parking lot. So that's why I say be alert, be careful. If you don't carry, get a license to carry. Um, Take a self defense class, be trained on how to use a weapon if that's something that you're interested in doing. Or, like I said, take karate or some type of self defense class so that you know how to protect yourself if you're in a dangerous situation. Because those things happen when we least expect it. We kind of go through life sometimes thinking, oh, well, that happened to that person over there in that state. It's not going to happen to me. And it's always the people that think that's never going to happen to me that something happens. So you have to be prepared. Yeah, exactly, Queen. A taser, pepper spray, whatever you need to do, a pocket knife, anything, just so that you are always prepared for anything that could happen or come up when you least expect it, because you just never know what's gonna happen. Hey, Heron. So, yeah, I wanted to let y'all know that because, like, a lot of women, especially, are unsuspecting, so unsuspecting. Right. Also a really good tip for safety is make sure that you're always, if you can, always in a well lit area. Keep a flashlight on you, whether it's on your keychain or in the back of your car or in the glove compartment. Keep a flashlight. Keep a flashlight on you. But stay in a well lit area where you're surrounded by people, because if something were to happen, if you're surrounded by a bunch of people, a predator is less likely to attack you in a crowd of people because they know you're going to act a fool and make a scene. So they know people are going to rush over there to help and assist in the situation, right? But if they're able to get you alone or isolate you away from other people, then it's harder for you to reach safety because there's no one around. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you're around a group of people or a well lit area where there's cameras. If you park in a certain area, make sure you park within view of cameras where you can actually see cameras. Because if something happens, you need to be able to identify a suspect, or they need to be able to see what happened to you as a victim. So make sure you're around cameras, a well lit area. Also, trust your intuition. If you drive into a neighborhood or anywhere that you don't feel safe, leave. Don't just, oh, well, I'm going in here to run and grab a juice. No, don't even get out of the car. Just leave. Just leave the whole place because that's your intuition telling you something is off. Something is off. So pay attention to that feeling. Let's see. I'm glad you said that, Queen, because I do need to get I need to get a thing of pepper spray. I meant to get some and I hadn't gotten it. I think they carried it at AutoZone. Um, Happy New Year, Ocean. Jalissa. Okay. So, Jalissa, if you want to go ahead and post your question. What do we have? We said what issues are causing the shy Aries? I guess I'm not understanding, Jalissa. What issues are causing the Aries to do what now? I don't think I'm understanding the question. Hey, Sun Card, welcome back, love. Happy New Year, and thank you. Okay. Causing him not to commit, is that what you mean, Jalissa? That he won't commit. Okay. Thank you, Queen, because you were better at interpreting that question than I was. Like, what? Oh, man. Let's see. Yes, okay. So, what's causing him not to commit? What are the issues here? Let's find out. Holy Spirit, Divine Source, show me messages for Jalissa in regards to the Aries. What could be blocking the Aries from committing? Let's see. What's blocking the Aries from commitment? Oh, Maria, you're so silly. Actually, Aries men are very quiet. They tend to be very more reserved than Aries women for some reason. I don't know why that is. But you can get them going though. You can get any Aries going. Once you get them going, that's it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can get any Aries going. My sister's an Aries, so, and my baby cousin, he's an Aries too. And I see the difference in both of them. Um, as far as being quiet, she can be quiet, but she can also get going just like that. They do. Yeah. We have the Hierophant. That's the overall energy. The Hierophant is Taurus energy, and the Hierophant is about spirituality. Let's see. Thank you, Queen, for that reminder too. The Tower. Okay, so Spirit's give me one more card, Spirit. Okay. You just want to know if Spirit wants. Here's honestly, Jalissa, I wouldn't look for anyone else. Honestly, I would wait for what Spirit sends you. Whatever the universe, whoever the universe sends in your direction for a close connection. This is Aries energy. The Tower is here. This tells me that and then I have the Hierophant, which these two are both major arcana. So in order for him to commit, to be in a more committed energy, he has to make the choice. Spirit is saying, look, with this Six of Swords, to come out of his pride and ego. The Six of Swords, come out of a toxic, low vibrational energy, which sometimes that's how Aries can operate, in his ego. Pride and ego can really be, even the proverb says pride comes before a fall. So with this being said, he has to make the choice to behave in a moral fashion, because the Hierophant is also about morals, moral behavior and values, spirituality, religious upbringing. And so that could be what's affecting him, causing him not to be in the most committed type of energy. The Tower is about changes. That's why I said he would have to choose to come out of that energy, but it's Aries energy. The Tower is Aries energy. And you see how these people are falling from the Tower and that crown is at the top, is falling off. There's fire there. It's because he has to come to a realization. He has to come to a realization that the world does not revolve around him all the time. And he also has to be willing to compromise, and especially in regards to relationships. So if he in order for this connection to work, if that were the case, he would have to come off of his high horse. Fall, you see, it's falling down, right? Because it's this attitude that I don't really have to hear what you have to say. I don't really have to follow what you want me to do because I do what I want to do type attitude. So he has to choose to behave in a moral way. Because when you think about commitment or marriage or anything like that, stability, that usually is in regards to, right, it's his ego. That's the issue. The issue is his ego sometimes gets in the way, and he sometimes doesn't want to do what's right with the Hierophant here. He knows what's right to do, but sometimes he refuses to make that choice. And like I tell everyone, tarot is a choice. So with that being said, I would move on. Six of Swords. I would move on until he's ready to deal with his ego and pride and come to you. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. What's the advice here, Spirit, for Jalissa? Let's see. Let's get some advice cards. And then whoever's next, go ahead and post your question so you'll be ready. Let's see. We have soulmates. Yes, this is your soulmate. So this person could be your soulmate, but like Spirit said, if he chooses to look, and we have religious factors, if he chooses to meet you on the same level, he has to be on your level. That's what Spirit wants you to know. Your soulmate, because he may not be the soulmate, but your soulmate is going to be on the same spiritual path as you. Okay? And Spirit said this could be the one. He could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. But like I said, he has to make that choice to, because Spirit says your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So he has to make the choice to, your soulmate, you're going to feel at home with your soulmate, Jalissa, to answer that question. Yeah, that person is actually, okay, I got you. Sun card. But yeah, your soulmate, you're going to feel at home with your soulmate. And also with soulmates, because a soulmate can be anybody. It could be a close friend, a relative, your mom, your child, somebody that you feel you connect with very deeply. And there also can be karmic lessons between you and a soulmate, but it's not the same as a twin flame. The twin flame energy is hot and heavy, and soulmates is not so much like that. So I hope that makes sense. Okay. All right, Holy Spirit. So let's do an energy check on Sun Cards DM. Let's see what's going on there. Holy Spirit, Divine Source. Please show me messages for Sun Card in regards to her DM. What's the current energy, overall energy surrounding her DM, Holy Spirit? Give me one card and then we'll clarify. We have cold or detached. You're welcome, Jalissa. Cold or detached. So it could be that he's detaching himself because he doesn't want to think about the pain that he's caused in this connection, that he's caused you by choosing to be with someone else or choosing to entertain another situation for whatever reason. He knows that it's hurt you. If you haven't looked at my third-party karmic video that I just posted last night, Sun card, do. So what's the current energy surrounding her DM at this time? Just doing an energy check. All right. So we have, we have self-care energy in reverse. So he could be surrounding himself right now with people who are not good for his energy, that are not for his highest good. Because I have, move this instance out of the way for a second. Okay. Because I have self-care energy and it's in the reverse. So he could be doing things to like try to, you know how some people, it's called escapism, and it's like some people try not to feel because it hurts too much. They know the situation, they know the pain that they've caused you, and they don't like feeling that because then they have to hold themselves accountable and responsible for their actions or the lack thereof. And that's what I get. He could be like overindulging in drinking or smoking or whatever the case is because he doesn't want to deal with that. Let's see. Oh, look, we have trust. So Holy Spirit wants you to trust and know that when the time is right, he may possibly reach out to you and let you know what's going on. Let's see. Right now, he's just detached because he's not in a healthy energy, or he's not surrounding himself by people who are in a higher vibrational frequency. Yes. We have reunion. So he is thinking about reaching out to you or reconnecting or communicating with you if he has not in a while. You are on his mind because we have reunion here. We have soul tie. And soul tie is not necessarily a bad thing, but you two are connected in spirit because I feel like he's definitely like to me, this is a twin flame energy type of card. The message that this card carries, the energy it brings. It's like he still thinks about you. He reminisces on conversations, times you shared together, that type of thing. Let's see. We have, yeah, masculine. So spirit's confirming. Yeah. I feel like he wants to make things right between the two of you because I have reunion here. And to me, that's almost like a Six of Cups energy, like a reconciling type of energy because he's still connected. I feel like we have lack or doubts. Maybe before, in the back of his mind, he wasn't really sure what he wanted to do, but he's had some time to think about it. We have thoughts and isolating, especially during this time of quarantine. He's had some time to really think about his choices and what he really wants in a connection. Part of it was because of his pride and ego getting in the way. At one point in time, his pride and ego wouldn't allow him to come to you and man up or fess up to some of the things that he had done that made no sense. We have ego, vanity, and pride here. And we have messages and dreams. And so it's like your divine masculine, he's trying to communicate with you through dreams, telepathically, like, because you two are connected. So you share an energetic pool. Like, whatever he's projecting onto you, you're probably picking it up telepathically, is what I feel. Let's see. Yeah. Confusion and illusion. So it's kind of causing you to wonder what in the hell, because you see these rose-colored glasses, right? Like, where's this going type thing. And then we have the Ace of Fire. And this is, Aries, Leo, Sagittarian energy. So the Ace of Fire, right? Sometimes they do that to you. Sometimes, it's hard. Twin flame connections are difficult because your person is constantly in your head, or you two share this connection that you just can't shake. So sometimes that's difficult to deal with. But with the Ace of Fire, the Ace of Wands energy, he still is very much attracted to you. He very much still has feelings for you. And also the aces are new energy. Like, it's like trying to start over and build something new. And I feel like that's what's going on. But there's still some things that he needs to release. We have purge, surrender, release. And it could be both of you, honestly. Like, there's some things that maybe you still have to work on forgiving him for, that you could still energetically be holding on to, which is why it's like, yeah. Spirit's saying let go here. Let go. And there's things that he also needs to let go. Especially that ego. I'm telling you. Yeah. We have, release, party, external. Yes, he needs to release any external parties or situations, third party things that would have been holding this connection back. You see, three people are there. We have external party and we have surrender release together. So he may be working on getting that situation wrapped up and dealing with it. He feels guilty about this connection because he sabotaged it. He was the problem here. Why things couldn't go forward because of his choices. You know, you were suffering in the process because he chose to entertain someone else, right? Divine feminine. Yeah, he knows you're his divine feminine and he knows he sabotaged this connection. And you're operating on a higher vibrational frequency than he is. See, her chakras are open. They're open here. Now it's just this energy of coming into unity and seeing how you can work things out. And that's what Spirit wants you to know. He does want to try to work together because you see, it's like the twins, the mirror effect, the twins, and we have unity here. So now he's in this energy of wanting to, because he feels guilty about what happened in the past. And the reason he stayed, Spirit wants you to know, is because he was comfortable there. He was comfortable where he was before, and he wasn't ready to move. But Spirit sometimes has to push us in the right direction for us to make a move. So now he does want to try to see where things can go and work on the connection. Just so you know. Let me get some messages from your person so we can kind of see what is in his headspace. What's in his headspace? What is this? This is a timing oracle. Right, which is why Sun card Spirit saying this is a time for you to do some releasing as well. Whatever emotions or feelings that you suppressed, that you haven't dealt with, that you really need to get out and talk to him about, like things that he did that really hurt you or harmed you in some type of way, you need to discuss it so you can get it out in the open. It's the same concept as when we manifest, you have to speak it into existence. And, you know, let your person know how he really affected you. His behavior really affected you. All right, Spirit, what messages does Sun Car's person have for her? I do love you. I'm just saying to myself right now. So, like I said, he does have a lot of love for you. He's still very connected to you. Yeah. We have, don't think because I'm silent, I don't care. I care about you so much. So that's another one. We have you're amazing. That's what he wants you to know. You're amazing. No matter what happened in the past or whatever he said or did, he knows that you're amazing. I don't know what to say. So sometimes you don't hear from him because he just doesn't know what to say or doesn't really know how to express himself. And I feel like that could be part of the problem too. Like kind of a little bit of a blockage because sometimes men don't know how to express themselves. You know it? Yeah. Hi RC, welcome to my channel. We have let me take the lead. So Spirit wants you to allow him to put in the effort. Don't overstress yourself about doing so much. Yeah. the only way to approach it, Sun card, is to let him know whatever happened in the past. It hurt me when this happened, or it hurt me when you stopped communicating, or it hurt me when I had to find out that you were still dealing with somebody else. And I don't ever want to have to deal with that again. I shouldn't have to deal with that. The only way to face it is to be upfront and face it head on, just to grab the bull by the horns sometimes, especially with men, because you just have to be straightforward and direct. And just stand your ground and let him know, this is what I'm not going to do again. We're not repeating this cycle of the back and forth. If you're going to be with me, you're going to be with me. If you're not, then stay out of my life. Right? But I would let him, I would act accordingly to his actions. Oh. All right. Yeah, please don't give up on me. I really do want to be together. Thank you, Queen. Yeah, so he really does want to be with you. But like I said, he needs to figure out whatever else is going on around him in his environment. He needs to get that worked out. And he also needs to make sure he's not going to repeat the same mistakes going forward. You shouldn't have to second guess whether or not he loves you or be feeling left out in the cold. None of that should have to happen. Love should not hurt like that. It should not. When you love somebody, you do everything in your power. That's just like for your babies. You do everything in your power to take care of your babies. They don't have to guess, does mommy love me? They know that you love them. So why is being with the masculine any different? It's not. It's not. It's because we allow it to be. So what's the advice, Spirit? So he really does want to be together. He thinks you're amazing. He really does want to be together, and he cares about you so much. So know that. But there's still some things that he needs to deal with and release. And you do need to have that heart-to-heart conversation. You deserve love. You are lovable. What do you mean, Sun card? Like when it comes to him, you panic. Explain. What's the advice, Spirit? Past life relationship. You have known each other before. You're definitely connected. Keep an open mind. Well, see, now that you've identified the anxiety, right, and the fear, Spirit's wanting you to see that within yourself so that you can make the necessary changes to release that type of energy. You shouldn't allow somebody to make you feel that way, to cause you to panic when you think that they may be with somebody else or they may have something else going on. No, just keep your cool. Spirit's saying you got to stay cool no matter what. Stay cool. So what if he dealing with, okay, so stay over there. If that's what he's choosing to do, remember at the end of the day, each individual person has to make a choice. It's a choice. He can choose to be with you fully, or he can choose to do something else. Then you have to make a choice. Am I going to keep allowing this person in and out of my life? Am I going to allow this person to give me half-ass effort? Or am I going to make sure that he meets my expectations and my standards? You see what I'm saying? Even though, yes, you do love him, he needs to show you that he's about you. That's what I'm saying. Like, he can't just, in and out. Because love is an action, and men are actually action-oriented. Men are action-oriented. They show love through action, right? So if his actions don't match his words, then what are you tolerating? Because that's what it becomes. You're tolerating. You're actually feeding a monster when you don't stop the inconsistent or half-assed behavior. You're tolerating, and that's what you're not going to do. What's the advice? Just because you have history with someone, or you have love for someone, or you have feelings for someone, doesn't mean that they're the one for you. You can love someone from a distance because it's best for you to go separate ways, because that person can't love you the way that you deserve to be loved. You see what I'm saying here? You deserve 100% effort, not 25%, not 75%, 100%. Look, and Spirit said heart-to-heart conversations. So those hurt feelings that you've been suppressing and just pushing to the side, you got to bring them up. You got to bring them up so you can deal with them, and so that you two can what? Heal. Healing family issues. Spirit saying your love life benefits as you forgive. Forgive your partner here. Because there's things that he's done in this connection that's really sabotaged it and caused problems. All because he wanted to go off and do something on his own. He has to be held accountable. That's what Spirit wants you to know. That's the advice. Hold him accountable. You love him, but love him enough to point out his bullshit and let him know that if he doesn't fix it, you're moving on. That's what Spirit wants you to know. You have to hold him accountable at the end of the day. Just like you hold yourself accountable, you got to hold him accountable too. Okay. All right, y'all. Who's next? I hope that makes sense. You're welcome, Sun card. Definitely sending you love and healing. Look, we are into a new year, boo. It is a new year, new you. Make sure that you do you and put you first. More than anything, you and your children come before a masculine. Sorry. But if he can't show up 100%, then there's no point in having him show up at all. Because you're only going to get half-ass commitment. And that's what we're not doing this year. Let's see. Emotional. Let's see. That's why communication is so important in relationships, because your person has to know where you stand, and you need to know where you stand in the connection with them. Let's see. All right, Holy Spirit, what messages do you have for Maria going forward for her emotional self? What does she need to know for her emotional self? Issues. Spirit said, I realize that everyone has their own issues. Everyone has their own issues to heal in this life. I cannot do the work for anyone else but myself. Right? Can't do the work for anyone else but myself. So that's something that Spirit wants you to work on in your emotional self. Stop trying to fix other people, Maria. That's what Spirit wants you to know for your emotional self. Don't try to fix other people. You need to work on yourself first. Yeah. You want to help and you want to give and you want to support, but you have to take care of you first. So Spirit's saying, and that's not selfish. Thing is, I probably will strike a nerve when I say this, but if you're unhealed and you have a lot of emotional issues, you have a lot of insecurities, and don't get it twisted. There's a difference between being confident and cocky. There's a difference between the two. There's a difference. Let's see. All right. So, Maria, we have why. Because I feel like you oftentimes question why things don't go the way that you may have expected them to go in a connection. And Spirit's telling you that for your emotional self and well-being, you have to accept that everything happens for a reason, even if you don't like it or understand the outcome. There's a reason why it happens. All right? We have fate. I will never forget you, my love, but I must continue on with my life. And that's okay. That's okay. If we're meant to be, the universe will find a way. So know that some things are better left undone. If you close that door, then leave it. Leave it shut. You have to move on with your life. Let's see. Hey, Pure Love. Hey to everybody who's hopping in the chat. I will be live later this evening. So anybody that I missed this morning, this is just a trial run because we had implemented some new things. So if you got missed in this list, just make sure you're here later on this evening. I'm going to try to come back on about 6 o'clock, 5:30, 6 o'clock. But I'll post it on my IG as well as YouTube. Yeah, like I was just telling Sun Card, you can have a lot of love for someone, but you're not to be with that person. You see what I'm saying? Because that person brings you down. They lower your energy. They lower your vibrational frequency when you two are together. There's a lot of confusion and chaos and arguing. And you know, the Heavenly Father, the divine source, however you identify with the Most High, He is not the author of confusion. That energy is of the devil. So if you have to fight, scream, holler, you know, all this extra stuff, right? Then no. That's not for your highest good, and you need to let it go. If you're meant to be together, that person, or if you're the person that's causing the conflict, the confusion, and the chaos, they need to move, right? We have, I am a goddess, body talk. Don't allow someone also to make you feel insecure about yourself. Be happy with yourself. If you have to have a positive, like I said, there's a difference between cocky and confident. You have to have self-confidence enough to know that you're beautiful, inwardly as well as outwardly. If there's things about yourself that you don't like, or certain insecurities you have about your physical appearance, you have the power over that. You have the power to make that decision. If you want to go and get some type of surgery, that is a personal choice. If you want to lose weight, that's a personal choice. But Spirit's saying, be happy with who you are. Don't feel the need to or pressure to change who you are for someone else. And you're a goddess, so act like it. You're a divine being, so act like it. Hi, Lilac. I'm saying it wrong. Lilac. Stages. Yes, go ahead and post that question, Hallie, so we already have it. Stages. I celebrate myself in each stage of my life. Each phase is equally important for my soul development. So everything that you go through, like I said, Spirit said there may be some things that you go through in your life and you may not understand why, but there's a reason for it. So don't question the divine. Why He sends people in and why He removes people out. There's a reason why, right? Thank you, Lilac. Thank you so much. Also, if your super chat is not yellow, I will not be taking your question. Just so you know. So if you send a super chat, make sure it's yellow. Okay. Thank you, Lilac. Thank you all so much. All the love, support, donations, like, subscribe. Yeah, we have revenge. Living your best life helps you to deal with any injustices. And that's why Spirit said, you're a goddess. Live your best life. If someone's wronged you, Maria, they're going to have to face their karma. So let them face it. Don't feel the need to get back at that person. Don't feel the need to spy on them and check and see what they're doing. None of that. Let them be, because the universe is going to take care of it. We have behavior. I will not engage in behaviors that don't align with my values and belief systems. When I do this, no one benefits. So make sure that if you're going to entertain someone, especially in a connection, that this person matches your same energy. Okay? So you got this. You got this. Okay, Lilac. Let's see what good things Spirit says is coming towards you going into the new year. Let's see. All right, Holy Spirit. We got this. Listen, honey, boo-boos. 2021 is a whole new year. All of the trash, disrespect, low vibrational energy, low vibrational people. We're not dealing with that this year. We're not. We're setting goals. All right, Holy Spirit. What messages for Lilac do you have coming in, going into this new year? We are not Bob the Builder. Nope. We're not fixing broken people. We're not responsible for financing them, feeding them, none of that. That's their responsibility. Grown ass people who do grown ass things can take care of themselves. And if they come to you in an unhealed energy, send them back. Let's see. Ooh, okay. That was the first card that popped up. All right, Lilac. Okay, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. All right. Let's see it. So, right off the top, hang on, y'all. We have the joyous lilac, which I love this. There's lotus flowers in here. Happiness, delight, interaction, open communication. So if communication has been spotty between you and the person you're dealing with, or even between family members, co-workers, Spirit saying this year, that's going to change. That's going to improve. Overall goodwill, friendly persuasion, and self-expression. So going into this year, it's time for you to be more open and express yourself, how you feel, your opinions, your thoughts. But a lot of happiness and delight. We have the Wanderer, traveling, adventure, movement, coping with unfamiliarity, a pilgrimage, aloneness, broaden your horizons. So Spirit is saying, going into this new year, broaden your horizons. You know that saying, the sky is the limit? It literally is the limit. Because you have so many opportunities that are going to be presented to you this year that it's up to you to be able to, whether or not you want to manifest it or bring those things into fruition. All right. So hang on one second, y'all.